Welcome back to Trifecta Airsoft Podcast. I'm your host, E-Rock. This is part 2 of the episode I did with Shogun, and we're going to finish it up in this one. I appreciate you guys being here. Let's get into it.
And I mean, my son, dude, he was a soccer fiend, and he got hurt, and then he found Airsoft, and then we found David, and I shit you not, he doesn't fucking press anybody else's buttons more than he does with David. He fucking pushes David's button.
Were you playing Airsoft? Were you playing Airsoft when your kid got hurt in soccer?
No, I just started, and
Okay.
when his doctor told him he was able to go and run and do a little more, I guess you could say, like, he's able to push his limits a little bit more. That's when he started doing it. And you know, I'd already met David, and like, David's his uncle, period. Period. We're not blood. He's still his uncle.
So how did you guys meet again?
At our field, our home field.
Yeah.
So I was gonna start at the theme park before I met Ryan, and COVID hit, and my wife unfortunately passed away in October. And I
Holy
met
shit,
him.
bro.
Yeah. Bro, I'm from Temecula. I grew up there from like in high school all the way through, and then I left for the Marine Corps and was like teased for being like at MCRD in San Diego and could see my
Why'd you
house
go in the
type
Marine
shit.
Corps?
You know, I was doing some shit and I needed an out, so I went in the Marine Corps. So mine was before I got to a judge. I was just sitting around going, yeah, there's two ways this is gonna go. I'm either headed to prison or I'm gonna fucking change now. So I joined the Marine Corps. The Marine Corps loved my passion for violence. I like to fist fight. There were dudes in there that stabbed a guy in like a pool game and shit. And I'm just like,
oh my God, bro.
Like, why am I in a room with these fucking killers? This is insane. And they're like, yeah, you're not that violent. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not. So it calmed me the fuck down. I was like, I don't want to stab you. We're good.
Have you heard of totally tangent, but have you heard of Street Beef?
Yes.
Dude, I love those videos. Okay, go ahead.
So I go into the Marine Corps. I get all this cool training. I get out. I go to college. I run a couple other, businesses throughout the year. Nothing big. I'm not a fucking millionaire or anything, but I made good money doing business, and I'm really good at guerrilla marketing. It's like my fucking specialty. So
what is guerrilla marketing?
Going basically into groups of people, doing the research of like counting how to increase numbers, where their complaints are, how to fix those complaints, and doing basically the target market research right on the field. And that's in any business. That's the way. If you're a small guy and you want to be a local success, you get into networking, you learn how to run a fucking sales.
Anybody who says guerrilla marketing doesn't work is full of shit.
You're right. They know nothing. They know fucking nothing. Right. But that's real guerrilla marketing. Handshaking, getting to know people, and really learning what the complaints are of what you're trying to go into. Whatever industry it is, you fix the complaints first. You're the guy on top. So guess what? Fix the complaint. You have the next thing. That's all I look at when I'm trying to revolutionize the system. Break.
Okay.
I'm not building a new.
I might need to talk to you after this. Okay. All right.
Whenever you want to talk. I'm a weirdo, dude.
Yeah,
I'll talk all day. But after that, like, I get out. I went to the police academy because every Marine wants to be a cop, right? And then I graduate the police academy. They tell me I'm too nice of a guy, and I'm like, fuck it, I don't want to be a cop.
What?
Whatever. Yeah.
Oh my God.
They're just like, you're way too nice, dude.
They're delusional, bro.
So I'm like, cool, whatever. It's good. No problem. Right. So then I meet my wife. We fall madly in love. She's like the best person in the world.
Where'd you meet her?
I stalked her on Facebook. And she married her stalker. She married her stalker.
I mean, that's typical.
She married her stalker. No, we had the same friends since high school, but we didn't meet until we were 32. Fucking weird. Right?
Yeah.
but she was like, she is still, even though, you know, I love her. She was my soulmate, right? And she was just the fucking coolest person in the world. And she goes, "You're crazy. I'll go crazy with you." So we go and do these haunters conventions because I wanted to do a 5-star haunt because all these locations out here in Airsoft Field in October is fucking awesome for a haunt, right?
Where?
Yeah, see, anywhere. I would have done it at Elsinore, Paris, anywhere around that would have fucking taken me. And I had connections at Lake Elsinore Storm and some other places. We were really getting deep into it. I started doing this research and I was like, well, what do you do in the off season after fucking the haunt? And I was like, well, we could do like indoor laser tag or some shit. And then it turned into Airsoft. My wife got sick. COVID happened. She passed, not from COVID, but from other unrelated shit. And 2 weeks later, I meet Ryan. Literally 2 weeks later, I'm at the Airsoft field going, I'm gonna do the dream she told me we're gonna do. I'm not gonna stop. That's why I'm like halfway unhinged, because I'm crazy and I won't stop for this. And then he said he wanted to do something. That was his mistake. He's coming with me now. So fucking hey.
Well, I'm very sorry about your wife, man. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah,
it was such a short time. That's very unusual. Very unusual.
Well, no, she was sick before, so we were fighting illness for years. And
gotcha.
Some shit just went wrong because when COVID happened, unfortunately, the medical system just stopped taking care of people who had these other conditions. And as we fought against that, we lost. And I'm not an advocate for what
I know.
you do with it or don't, but I will tell you this. I don't trust medical fucking systems, so I'm going to stay as healthy as possible so I never have to talk to a doctor again.
100%, bro. Nothing.
Vitamin whore and I heal. But I was broken when I met Ryan, and he literally was just the first thing he said after like we started talking. He goes, "I didn't know your wife, dude, but I'm gonna take you in as family and help you too." So what were you doing, Ryan, when I walked up and saw what you put up? What did you do?
I turned around. We're at our home field, and like I turned around, and David was just hanging out by himself, and he had all this shit with him, and I was like, "Hey, man, what's going on?" Like, you know, and he was like, "Oh, David," and like we didn't even have the most fucking like intricate conversation. It was just, "Hey, what do you got going on?" And he was like, "This is what I'm doing." And
he handed me a patch.
Was...
I'm gonna say, so he's putting up the fucking Shogun sign. He's putting up the Shogun sign up above the tent, and I see him coming in, and I see this really cool design, and I go, "Hey, that's a cool design. What are you a team?" And he turns around and he goes, "Oh yeah, we're gonna be like the biggest team." He said that shit out of his mouth. He said it out of his mouth. So then I looked at him and said, "Oh yeah, you got a plan to be the biggest team, or do you really want to have a plan to be the biggest team?" And he goes, "Well, what are you talking about?" And he hands me a patch. And I said, "You want me on your team?" I said, "Because if you take me on your team, I'm going to take you down a rabbit hole that's going to fuck you up." And he goes, "Okay, I'm with this. Let's do it." So we go and play for the day. And after that, he goes, "Come to my house in a couple days." And I said, "If I come to your house, I'm going to bring a bunch of shit and just fuck with you." And he goes,
"Oh my God."
So I go to his house, drop off a bunch of shit, and basically start telling him this crazy idea of what I want to do. And he goes, "Oh, let's fucking do it." And I said, "Well, then the first thing we do is grow the team. Grow the team and becomes one of the biggest teams that we can get in Southern California." And I think we're almost, if we're not one of we're pretty close to
We are the biggest team in Southern California. There's nobody bigger than us right now. I've gone through social media, all that shit, even the original teams from California, and we are bigger than all of them. Like what we built was a family. David is one of my fucking closest friends now. Before I even met David, I had friends in the Marine Corps, like back when I was younger, and we did dumb shit, but we had fun doing it. Like we did dumb shit. Yeah, we had dumb shit. But you know, when I met David, you know, we talk about it all the time. It's almost like we have to have this competition to make each other feel better. Like, oh, no, man, the reason we're doing this is because Is you another reason for no, it's it became a family I didn't expect to have because I got a lot of shit going on in my own life. David's got it going on in his life. It was a
Same here.
family I did not expect to have.
You're gonna take me on a date now, bro. Let's go. Fuck.
Damn.
How many dates have we been
Look,
on?
David's getting all wet, bro.
How many dates?
Stop talking, okay? Stop talking.
How many dates have we been on where we left the fucking sushi spots where we thought we were gonna die because we ate so much?
I talk to this dude more than I talk to anybody. Like he's really like we talk probably 2-3 times a day. It's to the point where like if he's on the phone with his wife or he's on the phone with me and his wife is coming in, he's like, hey bro, the wife is here, and I'm like, yeah, I get it, go, right, like go,
gotta go.
Too.
Yeah.
So
and you know she loves him too. She was like, she gets it. She was like, no, he's my guy. You know, he's my buddy. Like he's my buddy.
How long have you guys been together? You and your wife?
14 years.
Okay. Yeah. So she's been along for the ride with Airsoft.
From Airsoft to knife making, she's been there for everything.
Right.
Like, she's my rock. That's for sure. And I think that's where me and David, you know, the way we connect together, you know, knowing his story and everything like that, you know, I understand the I don't want to say the struggle. I want to say the hurt he's been through. And you know, I don't know what I would be like without my wife. Because it's just something I haven't navigated yet.
Yeah.
And I've told David from the get go, I was like, dude, you're my fucking family. I know I can't imagine what you've been through, but I'm always gonna be there for you. You know, you're my fucking family. And I think that might be what makes us such a strong team is we've got a group of people that want to be there for each other no matter what. It doesn't matter what it is. We're going to be there for each other.
Beyond the team. It goes beyond the team. You can create that culture and become a family. You can keep a strong bond for anything, and that's really what it goes beyond Airsoft, dude. You know.
I've known David a year, and when my son is like Uncle David, and I'm like, yeah, that's your fucking uncle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's one of those things to where we're not playing a game anymore. We have a family.
Well, no, these are real family connections.
Some people say I'm fucking crazy, but I'm a huge fan of Walt Disney, right? And whatever people want to say.
No, the original Walt Disney, of course.
Correct. So one of his most famous sayings that he used to say to his brother was, "Let me follow the dream, and then the money will follow."
Right.
And his brother hated it. He hated that expression because his brother was the money guy, right? So his brother was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Right?
Yeah.
But if you look at the combination of somebody who has the imagination and somebody who can run a business like his brother did, and those combos can come together, then it's something electric and magnifying. The only other thing you have to understand is that it's not about him, me, or the people trying to run it. It's about the kid who doesn't have anyone to play with and giving them a staple of somewhere they can come and feel welcome and be included and feel like they have a team. And all the shit we want to build is about encouraging and becoming something more than just a fucking ticket price and let me blast on you for an hour. I don't want that in anything we do. I only want to give
100%,
the best
bro.
to everybody playing Airsoft. That's it. And that guy agrees, and his imagination is great. So I get to fucking get the best of both worlds as a businessman, having someone who can get crazy and we go down the rabbit hole together and nobody's saying no. Everybody's joining. So that's a good movement. The only obstacle is going to be convincing these parks to allow us to show them how to double their business by not gouging their people. Don't gouge. You're going to get a shit ton of business indoors with the BB shop sales and the food and all the shit you're going to get. So if you gouge an event coordinator, they're going to fucking try to find another field that will not gouge them. That is the number one rule, is find a median to grow together. And once you have that median, we're that team. We'll bring you 40 people instantly in our own crew. We've got 12 event staff, if not more, ready to go. We can do some crazy shit for a park if they want. It just depends.
We've already done it. Period. We've already done it, and it's trying to navigate the companies that have been doing this for so long that are totally complacent in the way that they do everything. It's like, nope, this is how it works, and this is how it's going to go forever, and they don't want to change.
Well, they get lazy, bro.
Yeah,
they get lazy. They really do. I want to give a shout out to the sponsors of this episode: Hefe's Airsoft Solutions, Skirmish, and TNT Airsoft. Make sure you guys go check out their content, products, and services. I'll have the links to all of those in the description. How'd you guys come up with it, and what is your next event?
Our first event was a lot of struggle, and it wasn't because we didn't know what we were doing. Plain and simple. We're gonna go out there and have the discussion. It wasn't because we didn't know what we were doing. We had it ironed out. From public feedback, it went off without an issue. And a lot of our team knows what David and I went through trying to get this shit ironed out. We ended up being refs at our event just because of the way things kind of panned out. And the more I think about it, and David can more than likely agree, being in the position that we were in to watch it happen was probably the most beneficial thing that we could have done, because you got to see it play out. You got to see it play out from a different perspective. You didn't play the game. You got to watch it happen. And it was fucking amazing. And all the feedback we got was just this, like, that was totally different than everything I ever fucking did. And it was like, sick. I'm so glad that all of you guys had a fucking good time, because that's all that mattered. I didn't give a shit that I had to ref. David didn't give a shit he had to ref. It was that everybody who played the game was excited to do something different than team deathmatch. We're moving.
We as a team have been discussing this, and we're going to move from our home field because where we try to throw those events, we don't feel like we're being treated with any kind of respect whatsoever. So sometimes you have to kind of spank the dog that bit your hand and move to another spot so they can see that. We have a lot of traction in where we're headed. So we're going to be talking to a few other parks about it, but I'm aiming for an October timeframe for our next event. So that would give us plenty of time to coordinate, find the location that we can deal with and get something going. We're looking at trying to do probably 100 to 150 people if we can for the next one.
Nice.
And we will be advertising with some of those snippets. We're doing video work right now and taking live action gameplay and mixing it into that kind of video genre that we sent over to you. So that little snippet you watched is going to actually become something.
Well, I would love to show that. If you guys don't mind.
You're more than welcome to show it if you'd like.
Do it. It's different. The way it panned out. Like when David and I talked, we're like, that went so well that what the fuck do we do next?
Right?
Like, what do we do next? Like, what the feedback we got from the people who paid to do it, like, we need to make it different. And we already had the plans to make it different, but it was one of those things to where both of us are stressing so bad that we're like, oh, it's not, I don't know if this is going to do what it's supposed to do. And then as it was happening, we're like, holy shit, everybody's so happy right now.
Yeah. Asking the people
So
out,
happy.
like after every game, I'd go out with a megaphone and I'd be like, "You guys having a good time? Like, if you aren't having a good time, you come up to me and tell me what the hell we're doing wrong, right?" Like we were trying to get them happy, and they said everybody. And these weren't, some of these people I know, some of these people I was meeting for the first time, so they could have told me like your games suck, and I would have just been like, "Oh, that hurt my feelings," but Nobody said a damn negative complaint at all. They're like, that's the most fun I've ever had. This is so cool. And we didn't even, this is just gameplay beta testing. This isn't even the technology we're bringing in. So I think I took some of those Texas Star targets and made them like every target was like a defense point that they could buy. So that target becomes a defense that they're having. So we had tower defense games with Texas Stars, and now they had objectives to shoot at, and they were fucking loving it. It was just easy stuff, right? But if you do it right and you give it some kind of award system to it, people play a whole lot different. And
for sure.
We had a dude that was playing an injured guy out on the field that you had to go pick up. So it was Biscuit. He was on the podcast last time. We had him out on the field because the dumbass broke his hand and we couldn't use him for anything else. So we're like, great. What are we going to do with you?
Biscuit, you suck ass, okay?
Yeah, Biscuit, you nutsack.
Jesus.
So we put him away and as this guy that you can extract off the field. But we made him a two-part system. You could either take his big stash and leave him because he's slow moving and he's protected, or you could try to get him out of there and you win something. And we gave away a secured arms pistol as the prize for the person who got him out. So I mean,
shit.
Yeah. So we really tried to make it incorporated for fun right off the bat. This is different.
Okay.
Right?
And somebody did it. Somebody did it.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck that. I'm
actually
taking
did
him
do
off
it.
the field.
Somebody got him off. No way.
Yeah.
They got him. They got him out. So
Joe
we
Star. Shout out to Joe Star.
Yeah.
Fucking madman.
I love it, dude. I love it.
And then, you know what he did? He got him off the field. And then when we went to give him his pistol, he was like, hey, where's that kid who helped me get that shit off the field? And he gave the pistol he won away to somebody else.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We're that team, and the people we play with, like, they're all so humble. You know, Joe didn't need that pistol.
We actually love playing with the newbies. So one of the things that our team is known for is seeing those kids. And man, I may not even like you. I'll loan you a pistol so I can shoot you next game. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give it to you. I'll be like, come get one of my weapons because I'm fucking taking it to you. But we always encourage great gameplay for each other. Like, we really just want to make sure that everybody is able to learn something and learn what it really means to like go out there and be a good representative for Airsoft. Airsoft needs that so bad because of all the bullshit that's going on in the world.
Right.
More now than ever, if we step up and show people that we can be responsible, sportsman-like, really good to each other, people aren't going to treat it like we're these fucking little asshole malicious people who just want to have a gun fetish. Like, we don't have...
for real.
Yeah.
Did you grow up that way as well?
Yeah, I learned it in martial arts. So... Like, when everybody was like going to Taekwondo and in our teenage years and shit, and they're like, Taekwondo is the shit.
Yeah.
I went to a Muay Thai school because I grew up in the ghetto and shit, and my mom was like, I'm tired of you getting jumped every day for.
Where at in Cali?
A white boy. Yeah. I lived up about a block and a half from Chino State Prison before I moved to Temecula.
Oh my God. Okay.
So you can imagine.
Damn, bro. No wonder you went in the Marine Corps. You dumbass.
Yeah. So there was some dirt going down, and my mom was like, "Hey, you got to learn how to defend yourself. You're a big kid, and like older dudes try to fuck with you because of your size." And I'm like, "Yeah, but they're big." So she took me to a Muay Thai academy, and those guys, they were like, we're gonna teach you how to fight. Like you're gonna fucking fight. So I was
good for your mother.
Yeah, that was like the one good thing she ever did. She was mentally unstable, bro. Like,
okay.
But she did give me that, and I'll forever be grateful for that one thing. Because
for sure,
dude, in the '90s, Muay Thai was like a movie. It wasn't.
Yeah, right.
You had dudes were like, "I'll fuck you up," and I was like, "Clinch, knee," and dudes were like, "No!" Right? It was like so bad for
nobody knew about knees, bro. Yeah, for real.
Knees and elbows, they didn't know.
Yeah, elbows. Holy shit.
But I really learned sportsmanship through martial arts, and then from martial arts, it was basketball. And then I got really heavy into like other martial arts, like boxing. I was too skinny for wrestling. I didn't want to fucking be like, I was 6'6", and before I went in the Marine Corps, I was 185. So you imagine 6'6", 185.
Holy shit, bro! You're a fucking beanpole.
I was, but then I went in the Marine Corps. I went in the Marine Corps, learned about protein.
How many pull-ups? How many pull-ups do you do?
Don't let him
28. I can do 28 pull-ups.
Damn.
28
with your fucking ankles crossed, okay? Because you're 6'6". Fuck yeah.
And them telling me to lift them up a little bit because my feet touched.
Right.
It would tip. They'd be like, get your fucking.
Holy shit, dude. So this is the who created this video? Do you guys see this up on the screen?
So yeah, me and our videographer Jay Luna, he's dope, and then our buddy Austin is playing the character of Noah, which is this guy, this android that you're about to see.
Okay.
And there is a storyline that he's about 120 years from the future, where in his future, the human race was wiped out by a corporation called Omnicron, which is coming here in another dimension. So they basically opened up a rift because they destroyed all the humans. Noah, has the last samples of DNA in a thing called the Ark, and that Ark is holding every living sample left for his world, but he doesn't have anyone left to fight. So he went back in time, and he met Ronin, and Ronin, who discovered Team Shogun and created this other team to help fight against, is a main antagonist team so that they have military squad leaders to branch themselves to. But we're also looking for other pro teams so that we can have another pro faction and put people to their squad leaders. So we're actively always looking to take a pro team into this event company to create that. But then there's going to be an antagonist NPC group called Omnicron. This corporation wiped out the human race and also caused mutants called the Blight. And the Blight are these zombie-like characters that come out to feed on you during the day and get really active at night. Then we have Omnicron Juggernauts, Omnicron coming, all kinds of shit. And our other characters like generals, like my character is going to be Omnicron. No hints. We just got shit coming. You'll see. Go ahead. You play the video.
All right, let's watch this.
All right, let's see here. There we go. Back on. How you feeling? Yeah, sensors are looking good. Okay. Now, why I made you, and what your purpose is. We had the last DNA samples of all living things in the Ark, and our job is to protect them. Yeah, I know. Okay, I know. This behind me, the rift. It's the bridge between dimensions and worlds to find others, like-minded people who are willing to help us defeat Omnicron. And they'll do anything. Yeah, fuck Omnicron. But they do anything to get those samples away from us, because all they want is to decimate and restart from their own image. I know, we don't want that. So this is your mission. Protect me, protect the Ark, find others who will help you. Alright? Alright. Oh, damn, these knuckles. Yeah, we gotta get that skin on you. Here, I'm gonna restart you, okay, buddy? Alright. There we go. Back online. Yeah, you didn't get skin on your left arm, but we got skin on everything else. Hey, wait, no, I'm right here. Look at me, I'm right here. What are you talking about? Oh! Goodbye.
kind of. And what we're doing is the running joke is that Noah's also a prankster, and that Android he has a voice box, but he clicked it onto that Android R2D2 mode. So that guy's like really this badass Android, but he like walks around with an R2D2 voice. So yeah, we're playing with different genres, but it's kind of more like Fallout meets Resident Evil meets COD, right? So it's a mixture of all three.
Bro, Resident Evil? I don't know now. That shit scares the shit out of me.
That's what we're working on. That's why we want to do an October event, because we're hoping we can do a nighttime event in October, and we're really looking forward. Like, if we can do an indoor, that would be really cool. But we're also looking at a few parks that are outdoor where we can do some fun shit at night too. So we could really do some funny stuff. I mean, like, we do full prosthetic gear. So this is like a zombie mask that we wear out on the field, and it's a full prosthetic, right? So we have shields and all. Yeah, we're doing full
who made that?
I won't tell you the company I bought it from, but I bought it from a high-end company that does Hollywood movies. So, yeah. And I've got a connection with them. It's the same thing with Noah. It's the high-end Android mask. Hold on one second. Let me see. Come here, buddy. So, this is Noah.
Well, how did you get a connection with Hollywood?
So I told you I did that Haunter circuit, and when you figure out how to get in good with certain people, you get to go to the big ones, like where Universal goes, and the big boys who play Knots and all those. So I was able to, as a nobody, kind of weasel my way into there and make these connections, because I got the gift of gab, bro. I got the gift of gab. So I was just sitting there talking away like, hey, you want to know me? I'm going to be huge. And I was like, nothing, zero, and no clout. And I got into those doors, but I research and look for shit, and I make other partners. So you can see that's going to be one of our helmets for one of our Omnicron guys that Ryan has on his head right now. And we've got, like I said, we've got characters that fully movable, everything is whoop, and I can just switch at any point in time. Anybody who can fit this face mask can be the next Noah. So we have that ability to go Disney with it, and that's really where we're working on it. We're going to do tons of crazy shit.
Yeah, like the LARPing kind of. It's not just, team deathmatch, right?
No team deathmatch. Every time you go to anywhere, you're like, Jesus. You promoted it as it was going to be non-team deathmatch. You gave us all these cool bells and whistles, and then guess what? All we fucking did was team deathmatch and force on force.
That's it.
I carry around a Crytek fucking LMG with 2 boxes when I go to big events, just because of that bullshit. Because I'm like, oh, you want an ammo dump, huh? Right? It's fucking retarded. It's retarded. But if you control gameplay and you make it so that you are forced to have to make critical decision thinking versus fucking force on force bullshit, it teaches you a different skill set that every airsofter begs to have it, but they just refuse to go play a different way. If you try a different way, I guarantee you're going to learn the skill set. You're going to fucking learn it.
You've got a bunch of shit in your background over here, okay? You got radios, you got fucking mannequin head and shit. But let's see the guns, bro.
My SR-25 semi-sniper with jag arm shotgun fucking attached to it.
Hell yeah.
And all that, right? This is my heaviest gun, but I love this thing. And then this is my BFG jag arms, HPA adjusted. That's my baddie. This is my this is the indoor combat killer. So yeah, I
love it.
Stuff, man.
Now, what is that scope on there? Why are you using a scope on a shotgun, bro?
Do I really use the scope? No, but does it look cool? Yeah.
But it's bright blue.
Yeah, so we're going to paint the barrels bright blue, too. So we're actually going to do some stuff to it. I just bought it, and we haven't...
Okay. I got you.
I will tell you that right now. I'm a Crytek whore. I love Crytek. But
there's nothing wrong with Crytek. I don't know why, over the last, month or so, a handful of people that I've had on the podcast said, okay, they mentioned Crytek and they go, okay, get your groaning over now. I'm like, well, why
Solid
would I be
gun,
groaning?
solid weapon system.
Like, is there something wrong with Crytek? They're like, not really. I'm like, well, then why are people groaning about it?
I will tell
Like,
you
what
right
is it?
now, when I went to BFLA and I took the Crytek LMG with me and 2 box mags, I was everybody's worst fucking nightmare because I was laser beaming 150 feet away from building to building with a Crytek LMG.
Damn!
2,500-pound box mag, bro. It was fucking gnarly. I think the reason they're saying get your groaning done now is because you're going to get shot the fuck up. Those guns are high performance.
Is that what it is? That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah, I got a Trident. I've got the LMG. I mean, dude, my Trident will bang. It's the snubbed, and it will bang from 100 feet, no problem, at 350 FPS. So
that's awesome.
I love it. And it fits it fits that 2,500 round barrel mag too. So that was the coolest part, is that you put a Trident with a barrel mag of 2,500 rounds. You're just like, ha ha ha, it's over, right? You just do crazy shit all day,
right?
The team as a whole is only growing because of the environment we want to spread. We're not trying to be, I don't want to be the end all of Airsoft. I want someone to come up and compete against us. I want somebody to say, oh, we're going to take you guys on and make you guys look like you're inferior. I want that stuff because it only breeds more competition. It only breeds a better level of gameplay for Airsofters.
The tryhards out in Miami, all right? Now, completely other side of the country. But as a MilSim team, they're fucking top notch. All right. I've had them on the podcast like twice. Same mindset as you. Challenge between y'all. All right. I would love to see this happen. And I know it, logistically it's very difficult because of cost of tickets, and it's not just like one person traveling. It's a whole team. It's a whole team. So, it's and not just the travel cost, but
maybe
the cost
we can meet in Hawaii. Maybe we can meet in Hawaii with
bro.
Hawaii, and we could go do some Hawaii airsoft against each other. We'd be down.
Shogun.
Oh shit! Listen, I had the guy on from Hawaii.
Hawaii MilSim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Ryan with MilSim Hawaii. Yeah, it's MSH. Yeah.
MSH. We have one of our guys from Shogun is friends with him. We have a Hawaii branch. And
I would love to see this. I would love to see a collaboration with y'all out in Hawaii with the tryhards.
I'll send you a picture because he's got a picture with the dudes at MilSim Hawaii.
Yeah, and so, I'll even invite some of my old Navy SEAL buddies to see if they'll rep the games. And they can be the judges, and we'll go, who's hardcore? Who's hardcore? And they'll go, none of you pussies. None of you pussies are.
Okay, listen now. Slow down, killer. Okay, yeah, for sure. Nothing Airsoft is going to be compared to, Navy SEALs. All right, we're fucked right from day one. All right, but yeah, it would be a fun event for sure. It'd be a fun event.
It would. That's all it's about. Is who gives a fuck who wins?
Well, absolutely.
Fun.
Like, bro, we're pretending. Okay,
we're LARPing.
For real.
We're LARPing.
So anyway, what do you guys have? What do you guys have coming up in the next couple months that you guys want to promote?
We have people reaching out to us who didn't want to give us the time of day. 4 months.
I mean, that's what happens, bro.
When things first went kind of south the first time, this is what we said. They made a mistake. Let's show them why, and then we can renegotiate. But let's give it the time so that we can actually show them why. You got to build the fucking team. The team comes before my personal opinion, before his personal opinion.
Oh,
We've
absolutely.
already said that.
It really does.
So if we want to grow it, sometimes we have to check what we call our own ego and say, fuck it, dude. I know I want to tell you to go kick rocks and fuck you and I'm never coming back. But if you really want to do business, then you have to be able to come back to the table and say, okay, are you willing to talk now? If you're not willing to talk, I'll go again, but you're only going to get so many opportunities before we finally say we don't need you anymore. And if that becomes a problem, then we don't go back. Because the one thing that I won't do is risk the reputation of our team. Our team is built for that integrity, so I'm not going to go do something with a shady event fucking park that is like, hey, now we're going to fuck your ticket price, or hey, now we're going to do. I'm not going to do that. You're either going to play straight ball with me from the minute we come in the door, or we don't play ball at all, and we won't promote an event. So that's why I'm aiming for October.
I love that, bro.
But we haven't landed it yet.
Well, and here's the problem.
It's worth waiting.
What we deal with out here is there's a long-standing, I don't know what to call it. We've got parks. There's plenty of parks out here, and they have a long-standing stronghold on everything. And it's kind of one of those things where it's like, you have your clout, you've got your backbone. But a lot of us who play Airsoft, we have people that we know. And, the struggles we dealt with as a team was kind of like, oh, well, how the fuck are we going to do this? And we, David, I, some of our other friends, we kind of talked about it, and we're like, you know what, really, even though we don't come off as this group that can really afford certain things, it's like, well, you know what, we actually could fucking afford to open our own field and do this on our own. We can, and from the entrepreneurial side, it's like, yeah, that's a big risk. But all these parks out here, it's like they all took that risk at some point.
For sure.
How the fuck can't we? We can.
Most people honestly don't realize that small businesses start with fucking nothing. Like zero.
I've run three.
In fact, in the negative, okay? But they believe so greatly in what they're doing that they will overcome the negative, money part or whatever.
It turns into one of those things where it's like we all go out, we play team deathmatch, we do all this type of shit, and it's when you go to an establishment, you want to go to a place where people who built that have that same mindset. And the parks that we have out here were not built by Airsoft players.
No.
They weren't.
No.
Mm-hmm. They weren't. No, they were built by paintballers. They were built by businessmen.
Right.
And, the ideas that we had, it was like these were ideas that came up or that were brought up by Airsoft players or playing Airsoft. That's going to be the most successful thing. It's the voice of the consumer. You have to do that because they're not going to come back. If you don't listen to them, they're not coming back.
They're going to come back, but here's the problem. They're not going to be loyal.
Well, no, you guys are creating an environment to make them loyal. That's the thing. What do they have to go to after high school? If they're not really focused on going to a really strict degree, right? Like doctor, lawyer, engineer. We need those people. Chemist, okay? We definitely need those people. But if you're not going into that, if you graduate high school, and look, I'm talking to y'all that are teenagers about to graduate high school or just graduated, okay? If you're going to business management in college, you're wasting your money. Oh my God. It's it's one of the most general things for real.
So I went to college for business management, and I will.
Oh shit! Oh no!
It gets funnier. You don't learn a damn thing about business at all, and you come out of there going, "I know so much about business. I'm gonna rule the world." Blah blah blah, and then you go to your first job interview and get your ass laughed at by the dude who's been there for 20 years, going, "You sound fucking retarded. I don't know what they taught you, but you're gonna have to go to another interview because your ass is dumb."
Oh shit!
And I mean that in the nicest way, but
most practical way.
Yeah, but it's the truth. When I got out of college and I started actually, like, I had to work at Abbott Vascular, which was a heart catheter stent site and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I started from the ground up, dude. They didn't even fucking take me with my degree. They're like, "No, we're not going to take you with this degree." So I started on the factory floor.
Holy shit.
But I rose through the ranks to the point where I was in the meetings giving presentations to the directors of the floor, to the facilities, to these things, because it's called tenacity. Tenacity wins in business. And the second
absolutely.
Part is,
absolutely.
And here is the second part, and then I shut
That's in life too.
Up. The second part of business is this. If you're in the room and you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong fucking room.
Yes. There you go.
You want to be in the room where you feel so dumb you don't want to talk. And the only thing when you do talk, you only want to ask questions that you know these guys are going to be able to unlock so that you go, "Oh shit, I'm not so dumb anymore." And then they like you because they're usually older dudes, and older dudes like younger dudes because older dudes need to feel younger through younger dudes, or they feel old and they're
exactly.
You don't know how.
As long as you don't threaten their position.
David, you don't know how to run an airsoft event because we've been doing this for fucking ever. You don't know what you're talking about.
You are 100% right.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Stuck on stupid.
You don't know what you're talking
all
about.
day long.
You don't know what you're talking about. You haven't been doing this for 13 years. You're stupid.
Yes. But those are some of the things. And then I ran my own businesses. I ran 3 businesses before that on my own, small businesses. And I'm currently running 2.
This is Airsoft.
Airsoft is my third event. That is that is a company, bro. It is a super company.
Talking about this Airsoft. Shut up.
I know. Okay,
you don't know anything.
I'm sorry, I love you.
You don't know anything.
Okay.
So I have 2 questions before we wrap up. Okay. We've been talking for almost 3 hours. I got to piss because I've been drinking the whole time. And what are you drinking, bro? Fucking some Tecate. Okay. Pacifico. Got it. This looks awesome.
Really excited we got to talk again.
Oh, me too, man.
So,
well, look, bro, you're gonna have to compete with this, okay? So I don't know if you saw this on my last podcast. Okay. So this is focus on there. Let's see. There we go. Leather case. Okay. You see the belt loop right there.
Yep. Okay.
See the stippling on the wood?
Yeah.
Right? That's burnt in there. All right.
Oh, somebody made you a fucking...
And bro, this thing is so fucking sharp. It's like a scalpel. And the way you lock the blade is you turn this... let's see if I can turn it.
Yeah, it's got a little. I see it.
Right.
Basically, whoever the fuck you are made a standard that I have to top.
And see, it's got this really nice indent in the front for your finger.
For a grip.
Yes. So
that's a little
now,
batty dude right there.
All right.
This is the leather. So this is he signed it on the back. There it
Yeah.
goes. Shay Jenkins. Okay. So if you look him up on Instagram, it's oh my God, he's the one that made this flag right here, the wooden flag. He's the one that made that, and this light up thing that was a gift for free. So I bought the flag from him. Oh, Hateful Hank. That's what it is. Called Hateful Hank on Instagram. But this blade is so fucking sharp. Well, it's been great talking with you guys, man, for real.
You too, brother.
Thank you guys. Good to see you, man. Thanks for reaching out, Ryan. I appreciate you, man.
So good.
All right, brother.
We'll talk to
You
soon.
guys have a good night.
All right. You too.